going on to how do we manage that, I think first it starts with how do we manage our humans? We don't want to lose sight of the human element of management. When we lose sight of the human element, right? Whether that human element is us being a human to our people, or whether that's, not taking the human out of the people that are humans. Now this has become very confusing, but we really need to manage the human element, right? So 50% of that work population is AI, or all that's popping in my
The
head
humanoid
is Rosie the
robots.
robot. Yeah, is Rosie the robot. That's if I'm being frank with you, you
Right.
said that, and now all I can think is Rosie the robot. And
Yep.
don't get me wrong, I would love a Rosie at home to fold my laundry. But when we take a look at, if it's 50% AI and robotic and it's 50% human, we still need to focus on how we manage the humans. I think it becomes a lot easier to quote unquote manage our AI or manage our robots, right? And maybe I'm silly, I'm just an HR lady at this point, but we need to ensure, as far as when we manage the AI, that we've set that up, right? We've set it up properly, right? We've made sure that the technology works the way that it should, that the AI is learning from the proper channels, and that those things are set up properly. But then on the other side of it, we're not losing our humanity, because we still have our humans, right? And we still have our people, and we need to make sure that we're working with our people so that they know how to work with, or in conjunction with, the AI, with robots, with humanoids, right? And as we again evolve, we're going back to that word evolve. As we evolve, that we're evolving our management side to our human team members, right? So, they know how to work with that, and we know how to start addressing what are their concerns, right? As this shift more and more takes place, I think what's kind of been left out is in the team members' concerns, worries, anxieties, right? That, my goodness, my job's going away. My goodness, my job's radically changing. My goodness, if it's an older team member, or a team member who really is in one of those positions where it's very, very task oriented, there is a good likelihood that in the near future that job may go away. But as leaders, we need to be aware of what those positions are, and that there are going to be a lot of feelings that team members are going to have, so we can address those feelings. If from the human resources perspective, we need to also ensure that we have the proper training ready to deploy and ready to use, and that it is the right stuff, right? We don't want to be teaching team members how to Google something when we're way past how to Google something, right? How do we properly ask a question of AI? How do we properly communicate with our humanoid colleagues, right? And that we, as human resources, are working with our tech partners to ensure that those types of training are up to date, that they are relevant, and that they are evolving to keep pace with what the organizations are deploying on that side of the workforce.
What have we learned? We've learned that HR and marketing has more than sufficient positive reasons to collaborate.